Hi everybody, thanks for joining us at TCM Talk. I'm Denise Chicuto, and let's see if I can sound. Hi! I'm going to try to share this with our followers. Thanks for joining us. I think it's still playing. Hi everybody, thanks for joining us on TCM Talk. I'm Denise Chicuto. Kirsten Cowan is off on a retreat this week. She'll be back with you in 2 weeks. Thanks for watching live and thanks for watching on the replay. I'm going to talk a little bit about, in this scope, about self-care you can do at home to help with period cramps. And first, let's talk about food. Food is medicine, and before we even think about prescribing Chinese herbs for cramps, the first thing we can talk about is food. Food is the first place you want to start, and the first thing is, the best thing to know is to not have a lot of cold foods before and during your period, because that can actually create stagnation in the abdomen and cause pain that way. Also, you want to cut back on foods that cause inflammation, which are all the yummy things you might crave before your period. It's like sugar, flour, processed flour, salt, and dairy. And think about adding things into your diet that will help. So don't just think about things you have to cut out of your diet, but things you can add into your diet include warm foods, like soups and stews are really good for warming the lower belly and helping with cramps. You want to also think about adding dark leafy greens, which help the liver and move qi in the belly. Lemons are also good for the liver. Any sour foods are really good for the liver. And the liver is in charge of our menstrual blood. So you want to make sure that you're nourishing the liver and keeping the energy of the liver moving. And lemons and dark leafy greens will help you do that. Berries and naturally sweet foods are good for the spleen and also the kidneys. Dark berries especially are good for the kidneys. And the kidneys and the spleen and the liver are the 3 most important organs in Chinese medicine that help with our reproductive system. So you want to have foods that are nourishing to those 3 organs, and so that's a little bit about food. So all the things that we like to crave, greasy foods, potato chips and french fries and hamburgers and other greasy foods and sweet foods. I just want to say to cut back on them, everything in moderation, and think about adding some of the other foods that, might become some of your favorites because you won't be having as much pain. That's the goal here, is to stop cramps and help you have a happy, healthy cycle. Also, exercise helps. I know that sometimes when you have cramps, it's the last thing you want to do. You just want to curl up in a ball and go to bed and just wake up when your period's over. Can't always do that. So I really recommend getting exercise. If you don't want to exercise by yourself, get a friend to go walk around your local park with you, or the lake nearby, or you can just walk. Just walking a little bit every day will help. Walking your dog, walking by yourself with a friend, bicycling, whatever your favorite form of exercise is, just do it. I know that's hard to think about, but it's really good self-care, and it's easy to do because it only takes your 2 feet to get going. Regular sleep will also help with your periods. Like I said before, the liver is in charge of our blood and it needs to rest, especially between the hours of 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. That's the time for the liver in Chinese medicine terms. Also, the associated organ with the liver is the gallbladder, and so its time is 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. So basically, you want to make sure you're sleeping within that window to help nourish the blood, and it's when the liver sort of stores the blood in Chinese medicine speak. And then the last thing is, you probably can't do this yourself, but unless you're an acupuncturist like me and Kirsten are, but go get acupuncture, get regular acupuncture. Your acupuncturist will tell you when the best time is to come in for acupuncture to help with your particular cycle and your constitution. It's different for everybody. Sometimes I tell my patients to come in around mid-cycle and then before their period, so basically mid-cycle and the following week. Sometimes it's the week before your period and during your period. It just depends on everybody's constitution. So think of acupuncture as self-care. Think of acupuncture as a downtime. Build it into your schedule. Schedule it with your acupuncturist for as often as they say it's good to come in for acupuncture. So again, good things for self-care, for helping get rid of cramps are food. Think about different foods to help, and get moving and get good sleep at night. If you want some resources for helping you sleep better, I highly recommend Yoga Nidra, especially Yoga Nidra by Cheryl Fenner Brown. I think we have a pin on our Pinterest board about that. It's yoga meditation that you basically lie down in Shavasana on your back, you know, just like Meridia's lying down right now. And you lie down and Cheryl guides you through a couple of different meditations and what's called a body scan to check in with every part of your body just by thinking about the name of the body part. And it's really wonderful and relaxing. And she has different kinds of Yoga Nidra meditations, short ones and long ones, and Yoga Nidra for insomnia, and also Yoga Nidra for healing. So check that out. All of our pins and all of the reference materials we use for our periscopes are on our Pinterest board, bit.ly/periscope pins. That's bit.ly/periscope pins. I'm Denise Jacuto. Kirsten Cowan will be back with you in 2 weeks on April the, oh gosh, what's the date? It's the, I think it's April 6th. No. We'll both be back in April 6th, and then Kirsten will be back by herself in the second Periscope in April, because I'll be on vacation. That's right. So join us in 2 weeks from today, and Kirsten and I will be back talking about spring and the wood element in Chinese medicine, and more information about your liver. We touched on that a little bit here. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us at traditionalchinesemedicinetalk@gmail.com, or you can send us messages on Twitter or here as well on Periscope. I'm not sure if this is actually going through properly. I don't see anybody asking questions, but I hope you're watching. Thanks for watching on the replay, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks. Bye!